We add color to just about everything in our human world, even to symbols of identity. And we picture the world in color. A prism can split lights into colors, and a lens can add them back together again as white light. You can list the colors as red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, violet. Black is an absence of color, an absence of light. Light can come directly from sources. We can still see a fire or a hot glowing wire when the sun isn't shining. They are sources of their own light. There are many sources, some direct from nature, and some from what people make out of nature. Empty space carries the light of stars, spreading seemingly forever. Air, water, and glass also transmit light, if not quite so well. Light interacts with matter. Air scatters light to turn the planet blue. Surfaces of water and glass reflect some, while gradually absorbing the light that travels deeper. Everyday objects absorb and reflect. Some of the reflected light reaches our eyes, so the world around us becomes visible. There's a mix here of emission of light by sources and also reflection by surfaces. Mirrors are great reflectors of light. The white page of a book is good too, but not so neat about it. Light spreads from sources and interacts with matter, such as by reflection and absorption. Ripples on water also spread out from a source, and they can be reflected by surfaces. Light and water waves are suspiciously similar, almost as if light also travels as waves. At least, we can use water waves to try to understand light. Water waves provide a model that we can see directly for thinking about the travel of light. We can even measure the wavelength of light. The wavelength of yellow light covers a range from about 570 to 590 nanometers. That's roughly 1,000 times smaller than the ridge-to-ridge distance on your fingerprints. Colors can be added to water or glass to absorb just some of the light, some of the colors. And photographers can use filters to absorb some colors. Colored sunglasses do the same. They soak up some of the light, absorb it, before it gets to your eyes. Green leaves reflect green light, so that's what we see. What happens to the other colors? Plants take away those colors from the incoming light, to leave just the green to go back out into the world. The energy from the absorbed light produces energy foods that plants can store. Wriggling grubs, chickens, and you and I can raid their energy supplies. Ripe red apples reflect red light. Their skins absorb violet, blue, and other colors, leaving just the red for our eyes. We add paint to surfaces to selectively absorb some colors and reflect the ones we want. Traditionally, blue, yellow, and red can be mixed to produce other colors. But there is a better way. Professional printers use the colors magenta, yellow, and cyan, and usually black as well, to produce a better range of reflecting surface. People have been finding colored materials in the environment for a very long time. Pigments from rock and plants. Ochre is one such pigment. There are endless possibilities. As here by an unknown Chinese artist about 2,000 years ago, or more recently by Joan Miró and George Seurat. Layered hands printed on the walls of Cueva de las Manos, Argentina, some of them several thousand years ago. We don't have to be limited by just using pigments in colored paints to subtract some color from light by absorption. We can also be creative by adding colored lights together. Adding colored lights is not the same as adding pigments in inks or paints. Beams of green light and blue light produce the color cyan. A blue light and a red light produce magenta. Red light and green light produce yellow. Red plus green plus blue combine to create the perception of white. If you look closely at a TV screen, you can see that all of the drama, all of the colour of a football game is brought to the TV by tiny flashing lights in just 3 colours, red, green and blue.